Hello and welcome back to Ask the Mayor. So this month we didn't have any questions, but we do have a lot of updates for the city that we wanted to get into. And as promised last month, we have Chad Harrison with us, our Parks Director. He's going to give us a few updates on what's happening in the park. So to start with, I'll give some city updates real quick that are fairly important to everyone that's watching. First, we have 4 council positions that are going to be up for re-election this year. The city clerk and the mayor are also up for re-election this year. So if anyone is interested in running for those offices, we will have information at city admin. That paperwork usually comes out around mid-May. So if you have ideas of running for an office, be sure and reach out to Christy, and she'll make sure you have all the information you need to do so. On another note, I've been talking about the Planning Commission month in and month out. I just want to stress to everyone that the Planning Commission is working diligently on the zoning changes, updating the entire zoning document. Some of that is master street plans. Part of that is creating new zones in the city, changing the current zones in the city. I want to be very direct with you guys. Every property owner in West Fork is going to be affected by this. So I'm strongly encouraging you to come down to those planning meetings. It's the third Thursday of each month. And then we have special meetings as well where we're working with a city planner. But I encourage you to get involved on the front end of that. Make a difference before the public hearings. Once we get a draft of this, we'll have public hearings, and the public will be welcome to come in, and we can still make changes then. Don't get me wrong, but I would really like you involved in the draft process. So just know that all of you will be affected by it. So please come down and help us as we redraft that planning document. Some other news, I think most everyone has probably seen the construction that's taking place on Highway 71 here by the city admin building. The Planning Commission and City Council approved the construction of some townhouses located here, and that construction's taken place. The 27 lot subdivision over by Smith Street is starting to move forward. And the land that was proposed for an RV park, there's some engineers that are talking to the city. We don't know exactly what they're looking to do there yet, but that land is being looked at again. So just a quick update on kind of some of the things that are going on around the city. And with that, let's get into the Parks Department with Chad. So I had a couple questions for Chad. Maybe this will be beneficial to everyone watching. But first up, Chad, what is our youth softball, baseball team? What are we looking like this year? Are we up? Are we down? Is everything going good?
We're back up. We took a little hit for a couple of years with COVID, but our numbers are back up. We've got about 260 local kids that are participating in our youth baseball and softball program on 22 teams. So we've been practicing for several weeks, and games have finally started. It's been a little bit of a rough start with rain, but we're off and running, and we've got games down there tonight. So yeah, it's getting rolling. High schools were wrapping up down there, but summer league is just getting started. So it's also a good watch. You need something to do. We usually play 3 to 4 nights a week, depending on weather and the rain. But everyone should come out.
Cool. I agree. It's cheap entertainment.
It is. It's free. There's no gate admission. Come out and watch some baseball and softball and support our kids.
Cool. So what about the new trail at Carter Park?
Yes, we do have a just over half-mile trail that is open down there now. It's been open for quite a while. I know a lot of people haven't found it yet, but now with us having some activity down there in the baseball and softball, that more people are finding it. But it's roughly 0.6 miles, and it's a 8-foot trail, so it is plenty wide to accommodate bikes as well as pedestrians. There's a divided line to help with passing and things to keep that safe. So I know we get some complaints and some issues about not being able to ride on the sidewalks at Riverside, and honestly, those are 5-foot sidewalks, most of them, and they're just not safe for that. And I know we do have signs that say that you can ride in the parking lot, but I just want to let everyone know that that's basically saying that you can ride your bike to the park. It's not, we are not encouraging the kids to ride in the parking lot. It is certainly allowed if there's no cars down there. You could get out and ride around in the parking lot, but it's so you can ride your bike to the park. It's not really us encouraging the kids to get out and ride in traffic. So I just want to make that clear. I see that quite a bit on Facebook. And
Yeah, that topic comes up every year.
Yeah.
I think we've
But we
touched
do-
on it many times.
Yes. Yes.
There was a reason why we made that rule.
Yes,
Yeah.
and it's safety. It's just
Yeah.
it's just safety. But the trail at Carter Park is plenty wide. Bring your bikes down, your scooters.
Yeah.
And do some riding and walking.
What about our disc golf course?
The disc golf course is we're about 3 to 4 years into that, believe it or not, and I still feel like it's a new course, and it is. We're working on it all the time, trying to make it better, but it's getting a lot of use. But I think it's getting a lot more use from avid golfers around the area. It is bringing people in our town. That's a good thing. But I don't think as many locals are using it. So I really encourage people, beginners and locals, to get out, bring a couple of discs. It's a lot of fun. It's exercise. You get to see nature. It's along the river. It's pretty back there. And if you don't want to throw disc, it also makes for a good walking trail. I would advise that you try to follow the course. That's the safest in case there are people back there playing. You'll be less likely to get hit with a disc if you start at hole one and kind of follow the course, but it also makes for a great nature trail walking back in there as well.
Yeah, Leslie and I walked it back last summer. Now, in the city, do we have any disc that we share with, if someone was new to it and wanted to come and play? Do we have anything at the library or?
We don't.
parks?
We talked about doing that, checking out discs. The problem is you lose a lot of discs, so we've kind of shied away from that. But we do have some discs that are lost that aren't claimed, and so we do have extra discs, here at my offices here at City Hall, or so if someone needed to borrow some or to use them, we'll give them to some youth that would like to get into the sport. We do have some. From time to time, we have some unclaimed discs that do get lost and then found. So we would definitely help someone out in getting discs if they needed them.
Okay.
You can also buy them. They're cheap starter packs at Walmart, Academy, and stuff to get started as well. So.
Okay. So we've had some talk over the past couple of years about a possible stage at Carter Park. Are we any closer to a stage at Carter Park?
I would like to think we're closer. Yes. Our goal as the Parks Department and the Parks Committee are working on that now. We do have it in the budget for this year to try to get it done in this calendar year, and that is still our goal. It's moving slower than I'd hoped, but we still do have plans for that. There's going to be a lot of, once we get it built, there's still a lot of details to work out on how it's going to be used and how the city obviously will use it for events, but we'd also like to make it available to the community and other things as well to hold events. So, but yes, it is in our plans and will be completed hopefully in the near future.
Okay, and so I've got a bomb to throw out at you.
Of course.
Is there any chance that we could extend the Riverside Trail? Could we extend it south toward Woolsey, down toward Woolsey?
Well, that wouldn't probably be up to me, but I think it's something that we should definitely could look into. I mean, we would obviously have to work with some of the property owners and things, as you know. Also, that we're working right now with regional planning on updating our bike and pedestrian trail and our greenway map and things like that, not only just for our town and our area, but helping with regional planning on their updating their plan as well. So in doing that, that's definitely something we could look at and put in a future, I guess you'd say, want for our trail system.
And we may get a lot of landowners excited about that.
I think it'd be a great idea, especially if you could follow the river and you know, and I don't know where you go from there,
Yeah.
but we could definitely look into that as we work on this regional map.
Okay. And so you met with regional, the regional trail folks. We still don't have anything concrete as
No.
far as the Greenway coming to West Fork.
Correct. Isaac and I met with them a few weeks ago on a Zoom meeting, and we're working on updating our plan. The plan was put in place
2014.
2014, okay, and it was. I kind of got here in 2014, so I was in on the tail end of that just a little bit, but they're just wanting to update everyone's plan within the city and the plan overall. So we did have a meeting with them and have some goals and some things that we plan to do in the next month or so, and get that submitted back to them.
Okay. Anything else you want to add?
No, I would just encourage, it's that time of year. People come out and enjoy our parks. Give us a little leeway on the mowing right now because with the rains, it's been hard to get them all and keep them mowed nice, but we're working on it. So, but other than that, just get out and enjoy, whether it be Carter Park and the trails and the tennis courts or Riverside Community Center, playground, things like that. Just get out. And if you ever have any questions with the parks, I'm not always in the office, but they're real good about getting me messages. So feel free to reach out. I'll try to do the best I can to answer them.
Okay. So I think with that, we'll conclude today. Blair has a goal of getting all of our department heads in here for an update. She's having to twist some arms to get other department heads in here. But if you guys would like to see more of that, if you have questions specifically for some of the department heads, be sure and reach out to Blair and let her know, and we'll try to get them in here and get some of those questions answered. But other than that, we'll see you next month.
Thanks.